Hey guys, my name is Ben Howard and today we're out here at East Flat Rock Park to check out their new disc golf course. From what I understand, this course has only been in for about a month and they've already got concrete tees in, they've already got all the basket positions in. The only thing it looks like they're missing are the tee signs, and they've already got the posts in the ground for them, so I'm assuming they're going to be coming soon. But this is a 9-hole course with 2 pin locations and 2 tee locations. So that basically means they have a full 18-hole course out here. So for today's video, I'm going to be playing the front 9, which is basically shorts to shorts. And then for the back 9 video, which should be coming out tomorrow, I'm going to be playing longs to longs. The shorts to shorts looks like it's about like almost a pitch and putt course. Like the longest hole I think is about 250 feet. But then if you look at the back 9, we've got some really long holes. I think one of them's like a 400-foot par 3, some par 4s. So should be a big difference. Should be able to get to show off pretty much all of this course, hopefully in these 2 videos. So let's go and get into it. So for hole 1, got a par 3. I think it's like about 230, 250 feet. You see it up here, tucked off to the left behind these trees. You do have a sneaky gap you can take, just dead straight at the basket. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to the right. Something really overstable. Just try and throw like a little skip shot, something that'll finish left. Nah, it's inside. I actually got a pretty good like forward skip, so I'll probably be down there for a putt. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't too far off. Just needed a little bit more width on that shot, and it would have been pretty good. But we're up here for a long look at it, so see if we can get a little stab. Not enough anhyzer. All right, guys, we're on hole 2. This one's a par 3, probably about 260, maybe 270 feet. You can see it straight ahead through this left gap. And with the left gap, you can pretty much either go straight at it with something kind of understable, or even really just straight, or you can go with a forehand. But I like this play out to the right, just going through this gap between these 2 trees, something overstable. Because as long as I hit that gap, I'm pretty much completely clear to get all the way down there to the basket. So I'm going for that with a driver just to make sure I can get through this low ceiling and have enough distance, but just gonna hit the gap. Oh, dang it. That's so close too. That's the one tree you gotta miss. I really released it a little bit, but okay, that's still up there for a putt. All right, guys, we're on hole 3. This one's a par 3, about 150 feet, just straight ahead. One thing to really pay attention to on this hole is there's a creek off to the right, and I'm assuming it's going to play out of bounds, and there's a road behind the basket, which will probably play out of bounds. I'm going to try and not throw in the road, but we're trying to give it also a little bit of an ace bid. Nope. Man, I'm off today. Say hi. Ooh, almost. All right, guys, we're on hole 4. This one's a par 3, probably about 350 feet. You can see the basket up here off to the right, or at least you can see the flag from it. Yeah, I mean, you can go for a backhand turnover, I guess, but this branch right here pretty much blocks most of those shots. So I'm gonna just try and go with the low forehand. Just trying to really just hug the left side of this tree and just see if I can get a swing around it. Well, that was close, just slipped out of my hand. There we go. A little early. Dang. I don't know if I put that second shot in the video or not, but if I did, I'm sure I did. But I think the thing that's messing me up with my forehands is my grip. Because I think what I'm doing is I'm not gripping them hard enough, and so I'm not having a lot of confidence. But I've also had problems with gripping them too hard, it just kind of rolling them over. So I think what I'm gonna have to do to at least make my forehand like serviceable is I'm gonna have to try and find that middle ground of like how hard I need to grip it in order to have a consistent release. All right guys, we're on hole 5. This one's a par 3, I don't know, like 150 feet, give or take. As you can tell, we're going way downhill, and right behind the basket, the ground drops off basically immediately. So it's really easy to go super long, and like even into the grown-up stuff behind the basket, very much in play. We've also got like a right to left wind. So I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw a forehand, just try and keep it on hyzer the whole time, let that wind drop it, throw a disc that's not very glidey, and just see if I can give myself like a 20-footer going down the hill. Oh yeah, I think it's parked. Okay, so we went a little long, but this isn't bad at all. All right guys, we're on hole 6. This one's a par 3, probably about 180 feet. You see the basket straight ahead. Only thing to really worry about is we've got a creek off to the right, but I don't think that'll really come into play unless I just hit something kick way over there. But just gonna take a straight putter, throw it straight at it. I threw it like 50 long. Oops. Get in there. Oh, dang. All right, guys, we're on hole 7. This one's a par 3, about 200 feet, straight ahead. Not really too much to worry about in this one. The only thing I guess is the creek off to the left, but it's like 30 feet off the tee, so shouldn't come into play. We'll see. I'm just gonna take another straight throwing putter, throw it straight at it. Oh, that's so close. I had to give that an ace run because that would be a really sick ace to get, but we should be inside the circle, hopefully. I don't know what I'm talking about with ace runs. That didn't even make it pin high, technically. But I'll take the tap in birdie. All right, guys, we're on hole 8. This one's a par 3. I think this one's right at about 300 feet, give or take. You can see the basket through this gap on the left. There's 3 gaps you can play to on this hole. The sucker gap is this one off to the right, because you really have to have something move really far left while still giving yourself a lot of distance. And the only way you can really do that was like a forehand turnover that like flex out. Then you've got like just this straight gap straight at the basket that I was talking about on the left. And the gap I like the most is the one in the middle, because I can take something fast, don't really have to worry about giving it too much height or anything, just hit it through that gap and just let it kind of filter off to the left. This one is playing a little uphill, so it does play a little bit farther than I'm thinking it's probably going to, but I think just going with an overstable fairway driver should get me up there, at least for like a circle's edge look. Put on anhyzer. But, oh, I got a good skip at the end. So that should be inside the circle, if not like parked. Get there. Ah, dang. So if you can see the basket back there, that's the long basket on this hole. I've been looking for them on most of the holes. I only really noticed them on this one and 6, I believe. Yeah, it was 6. So they might not have put them all in, or they might just like switch them out periodically. I don't know. Like I said, this is a brand new course, so they might not have just got them all yet, but we'll find out. All right, guys, we're on hole 9, final hole of the video. This one's par 3, right about 190 feet, give or take. We're going slightly uphill, so I'm gonna go with a slightly flippy putter. Just try and throw it straight at it. Probably give it a touch of hyzer. See if I can kind of get it to pop up. nothing really too much to worry about in this hole. Just gotta throw it up there, and really just as long as I hit my line, we'll be fine. I keep thinking that thing's gonna flip more than it does. All right, that's pin high, probably like a 30-foot putt. Okay, never mind. Apparently this went a little bit straighter than I thought, so like 15, 20 feet. It doesn't matter if you can't make the putt. All right, guys, that finished up around out here. I'm gonna wait until I finish out the longs to long video before I do like my full course review of this. But for the layout we played today, I really made that course look a lot harder than it is. Like, I really should be able to birdie every single hole out here, and just wasn't sharp today. My putt wasn't great, my drives weren't great, nothing was really great, nothing was clicking. So the fact that I was under par at all should really show you how easy this, at least this layout of the course is. And not only that, but that's the second time I've ever played it, so I'm not really used to the lines, not really sure exactly what I'm throwing off each tee, not super confident. So the fact that I was able to shoot under par should really show you that this course is pretty easy from this layout. And obviously that's the goal for the shorts to shorts. It's supposed to be the easiest layout where you're supposed to be able to take like a throwing putter and play the whole layout and shoot under par. I will say this is definitely something this area needed, because we're pretty much direct in between Jackson Park and Flat Rock Middle School. With Flat Rock Middle School being like an open bomber, like the shortest hole is like 250 feet, and Jackson Park being a really tight wooded technical course. So it's nice to have kind of that just easy, beginner friendly, a place where you can come out and play casual rounds and not have to feel like you need to play extremely well, or else you're going to be taking double bogeys on every hole. But I'm curious to see how the longs play out here. I am curious to see if all of the holes have a long basket, or if it's just all of them have a long tee. Because I know, like I said, it was 8 and 6 definitely have long baskets, but I'll have to look and see if any of the other holes do, if they just have different pin placements, something like that. But if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I should have that out sometime tomorrow, hopefully. But other than that, thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and y'all have a good one.